Today's strategy question deals with Andy Murray's style of play. Andy's got a ton of variety in his game. He's got a great slice backhand, he changes direction of the ball well, and he changes the speed and spin very effectively as well. So when everything's clicking, he's a nightmare for his opponents because they never get the same look. One ball is always different from the next. Now, the last three guys to beat Andy in a major were Fernando Verdasco, Fernando Gonzalez, and Roger Federer. And those guys all share something. They have a particular part of their game that's the same, and it's allowed them to match up well with Andy's style of play. So the first question is, what is it? What is it about Federer, Verdasco, and Gonzalez's game that allows them to be effective against Andy Murray? Now, the second part of this question has to deal, I'm going to use a scenario from the Murray-Gulbis match to illustrate why some of Andy's tactics might not be very effective against the Federers, the Gonzalezes of the world. Now, what you had was a cross-court backhand-to-backhand rally between Murray up here and Gulbis down here. And before we go any further, I want to just make a quick note about these icons, these magnets. This is not a tennis racket. The circle represents the player's body, and the stick coming out represents the tennis racket, the side of the player's body that they are hitting the tennis ball. So this would be a backhand. Over here is a forehand. And I can see why there's some confusion. If you thought this was a tennis racket, now a right-handed player would be hitting an inside-out, potentially forehand. But here's the tennis racket. So you had a cross-court backhand-to-backhand rally. And what Gulbis did was he hit a backhand basically down the middle of the court, not too far from the center mark. And what Andy decided to do was slice this ball into this part of the court. And he destroyed Gulbis. I mean, Gulbis didn't really have a chance. It wasn't much of a match. But why is this a bad play against someone like Roger Federer or Fernando Verdasco? It's a good shot. The rally stays basically neutral. There's not an opportunity to attack here for Federer or Gonzalez. So what could Andy do differently in this situation that might be a better play against those guys? So that's the question. What do Federer, Verdasco, and Gonzalez share? And what's the similarity in their game? And that similarity, why is this then maybe not the best option for Andy to choose? For those of you watching our strategy videos for the first time, the format is as follows. In the first video, this video, I present a question, and then in the second video, I answer that question and offer my thought process. Now, the second video is on our website, fuzzyyellowballs.com, and if you're watching this on FYB, then the second video is going to be directly below this one. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link in the description of this video that will take you to the second video, and you can watch it there. Now, before you all go, please leave some comments and let me know what you think the answer to this question is.